Team ban.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wivrex with our old friend. We missed him. We were worried sick about him, Mr. GolgiApp.
Hello, sorry for missing the first game, but I'm here now.
And
Excited to cast the game.
Speaking of the first game, that makes this game number 2 of week 3, lobby number 2, .p Wednesday in-houses. So, today we are, for this game, going to have Team Question Mark versus Radiant.
Boring. So what do you think
Boring.
about these bans? I have never seen Kunkka banned in this patch.
Or,
Magnus,
is
maybe? But,
do you bet, is Magnus that good right now?
No, not really. He's good enough to get picked. So maybe a ban is warranted if they have a really good player that plays Magnus, but Kunkka has been pretty lackluster this patch.
Baby, you pack ball?
No, I'm playing.
Looks like this is just kind of aimed at Flub, isn't it?
Alright.
Oops, I did not mute when I'm shouting at the girlfriend.
I'm not your girlfriend, I'm your wife, damn
At
it.
the fiance. She's yelling at me.
Yes, I hear her.
Clark and
10
Edward.
seconds remaining.
Okay, some Pudge bans as well.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
does
think
Flub
these are
play
Flub?
Magnus as well?
I would suspect. I think that's a pretty
It
good.
sounds
You're positing a pretty good guess here.
Yeah, it sounds like his type of character. He likes these tanky initiators a lot, and yeah, it will make sense why they would ban Magnus then. Because I mean, otherwise, I don't see a reason to ban Magnus. And I mean, these are all kind of weird bans. Kunkka is weird for this patch. Omnilite's not weird. He's good enough to get picked this patch, but not good enough to get first
Phase banned, yeah.
Yeah, if they pick Omnilite in the first phase, you can definitely react to it by
Picking
Not
up diffusal carrier. Well, I guess not diffusal carriers
No.
anymore, right?
Yeah.
You
But
can
you
still
just
get rid of
gotta-
GA with it, but not the not the magic
5
immunity,
seconds
right?
remaining.
Well, what you just need is things that can jump on the backliners, right? Against Omnilite.
Using up
That's
the
what you
time.
need. Because it's one of those super high impact supports. If you kill, if you jump on him, he really can't do much. Because he has no mobility options
Yeah.
or no CC.
Yeah. Yeah. He will walk away slowly as you also walk at him slowly. Heal a little bit, but ultimately die.
Yeah. So these are a little bit weird, but I mean, I guess I understand why you want to ban Omnilite. It's a character you just don't want to play against. Want to have to worry about diving into the
5
backlines to
seconds
kill him.
remaining.
So
And
the first
especially with
supports,
as you said, the diffusal nerf, just kind of
Reserve
really
time.
makes it so much more annoying too.
yeah, it makes it more difficult to deal with him,
Yeah.
which is a thing that he definitely needed.
Totally. They nerfed the duration on it, but I think it's an overall buff, right? So,
Yeah,
pretty ridiculous.
for it to not be purgeable.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have first phase. Our supports get picked up: a CM and an ogre.
These are very good picks. I mean, Ogre has been good for ever now, and CM just made I think she is one of the characters that made I think the biggest change in 7.0. Not when it comes to the character change, but the amount of picks she's on. She went from almost being super niche to now picked almost every game,
Ugh.
which I like. I do like Crystal Maiden's character a lot, and she's just so safe. When do you not want a Crystal Maiden on your team? It's very rare. And it's kind of like over magic. You keep your draft
10
open.
seconds remaining.
The character can jungle. The character can gank. The character can team fight.
seconds
It's just
remaining.
incredible character.
It really opens up some strategies to additional heroes as well, just with the mana aura.
Yeah.
A perfect example, this Underlord. This Underlord is going to be sitting there spamming fire in every lane he's in until the tower goes down, and then he's going to go to a different lane and keep doing it.
Yeah, you're
You
totally
will
correct.
not
It's
be able to
when
stop him.
paired with
Radiant teams
strength characters who are mana hungry, who can't regenerate mana, it's insane. Because Underworld has insanely good abilities, but just being strength hero doesn't mean he gets to use them as much. But having enough mana for firestorming, just to harass the carry is so much work just in the lane.
One thing that's stupid about Underlord is that he is a strength hero, you're right, and his abilities aren't that cheap, but he just seems to have a very good mana pool or mana regeneration to where you can spam it quite a bit before you start even begin to running out, and that's just not going to be a problem here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Underlord does aim towards a lot of those mana regeneration items for that own reason, because it isn't like Tidehunter, who is kind of when it comes to lane presence wise, they feel kind of similar, but Tidehunter definitely doesn't need to spam his abilities, because his abilities are a lot more boring except his ultimate, right? Underlord really relies on his ultimate, so like for him to pick up like all those mana regeneration items are very important.
And it'll be a Slardar pickup as well for the Radiant.
Yeah, this also really good. I mean, this is the one character that I just think isn't picked enough in the
Current
in
meta?
our in-houses.
Or in-house.
No, I think the current meta, he is insane. He is like, when it comes to pro games, he is like the one of the top first pick, first
10
ban
seconds
characters.
remaining.
Because the character is just, it's like almost like a support, right? Like the character
5
like
seconds
still
remaining.
opens up your draft to do anything. The character counters a handful of characters and is not countered by a lot of characters, right? Like he can say he can offlane easily. In rare cases, you can take him safe lane for like early game strats, but like
Oh,
you know,
boy.
the character roams and then the character ganks and the late scales really incredibly well late game and then goes into the armor reduction strats. So
Yeah, what?
and,
Yeah, with
this is a new
Slardar-
cancer.
With Slardar, you can, yeah, exactly what you're saying is where it opens stuff up a lot. His abilities can lend themselves very well to being less of a damage dealing core, but more of a kill setup. He can initiate, he can transition into a right clicker, he can do a lot with his toolkit.
Mhm.
Reserve.
And there's a lot of different ways to play it depending on the flow of the game. So, tell me about this Lone Druid. What's changed? Why is this here?
I'm assuming you've seen the new meme with Lone Druid where the character is completely different now. I mean, before, I mean, you didn't think about Lone Druid, you think about the Spirit Bear, but now it's completely different. It is, you know, I guess the way, like when I started the game, I thought Lone Druid, the Druid should be the strong one, and it is. Now you actually put the items on Lone Druid, and he becomes like a right clicker, and he has really good attack range from his talents, and just by having base, and then the rabbit, like his like self buff he can do, and he can keep himself safe with Savage Roar, and the bear is like natural thing. You don't need to put items on the bear to be good, and then the bear can be just going around rooting people while you right click things, and it's surprisingly effective. Like the character turns on so early, and the character has like insane base moves. Like, I think it's like 325 move speed, and then he gets like bonus move speed from his abilities. So like the character is insanely fast. He's like the new Drow, actually. That's how I feel like him. Like he fills that role of like that, like, you know, like strong like right clicker range carry that can push towers really fast, but he doesn't have the vulnerabilities that Drow does.
Yeah.
Like his Savage Roar kind of acts a little bit like Gus. Like it prevents spell casting, but it also prevents them from auto attacking you, although it makes them run away. It just, I don't know, the character like is pretty insane. I think it's one of the things that I don't think. I mean, Ice Frog definitely made the talents to encourage different kind of builds for Lone Druid, but I don't think he really expected it to be like the only build, because no one builds for Spirit Bear anymore.
It's just, why would you when building it on the Druid himself is this powerful right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and with what you were mentioning with the movement speed, I believe once he gets some levels up in his skills, he has just about max, like even with no boots, he gets pretty close to max movement speed just from his abilities, which has a 100% uptime once it has enough levels.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, it's basically a passive at that point. And like the bear is like super, like, not to be underestimated, right? Because the bear, it's just, it has like, it's like something like 2k health, like if you just like level it up, and then like actually 2.7k health at max level. And the character it has so much armor, right? It has so much health. You don't need items on that character, and you know the character has a root, and it's also a mobile like Savage Roar. It just, and you can let you scout, so you don't get ganked as easily. Just the fact that you don't need to have items on the bear is like, I think, what makes him insanely good.
Oh, and actually, here's something that with the 7.0 specifically, and the changes to bounty runes, him being able to stay in lane, get XP and gold, and send his bear out to go get XP and gold is very, very powerful. And, you know, when you're going up against, like, the offlaner, if you're in the safe lane, they don't have the luxury of being ready to go get that rune every 2 minutes. It's going to sit there. And if you have your bear in place, you're guaranteed, what, 2 bounty runes every 2 minutes?
Yeah, and what if your bear gets caught, right? I mean, like, at early game, how are they gonna kill like 2k health like Spirit Bear? They aren't. It's almost risk-free, right? So you can always invade for the bounty runes. Yeah, that's really good.
10 seconds remaining.
Rest of the picks. I mean, looks like Radiant. I mean, this is definitely going to have
seconds
to be a strong carry here, unless they're going for a super early game. Because I actually don't know who's
Reserve
going to be their
time.
mid. Okay, so Troll Warlord is going to be their carry,
Dire
which is
team's
actually oh my god, they're going Team Bash.
I hate this.
Jeez. Slaughter Spirit Breaker Troll Warlord. Activate the
Who else?
battle
Is there anyone
trance.
else they could have gotten?
Treant, but it doesn't really count.
Yeah, it's not the same.
seconds remaining.
But I don't like
Um,
to see it. I'll count it.
Yeah, I mean, Treant used to have a level 25 passive that gave you like bash, but I mean, it was pretty useless.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other
I mean, they're going
bash characters. Is there a character with a bash for ultimate? They don't. There isn't, right?
No. Maybe
No.
just a hero that naturally builds a basher. Maybe an Ursa.
And teammate type of character, Ursa, yeah. But this is interesting. I want to see who's going mid. Maybe Troll is going mid and Slaughter is going safe lane. That could be a thing. And
Maybe
we have a lot
Sniper
more
for the
conventional draft than question mark.
Sniper for the maybe Sniper for the pseudo mini bash.
Yeah, and then he can build like Monkey King Bar to do even more. Yeah, I mean, like, when it comes to meta drafting, definitely we'll have to lean towards the question marks draft here. They have just the, the proper meta team comp going on here with the fresh off the meta Lone Druid with Mirana, who's always been good. Underlord has come out as I mean, he just got enabled in Captain's Mode, and the guy's character's been making waves. Personally, can't go wrong with that.
I haven't seen this paired together just because he's not played as much, but the Underlord with the Elder Titan I like very much.
Right.
The ability to keep people around that ultimate with the Pit of Malice is going to be. I hope I get to see it, because you don't see people get jacked up enough by that ultimate.
The Earth Splitter.
Earth Splitter, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I know the name of the skill, but I tell myself I'm wrong. I'm like, no, there's already a skill called Earth Split. It can't be called Earth Split.
There's so many, like, it's Earth Spike. It sounds a lot like Earth Spike, so I feel like that will trip me up.
Well, Split Earth is Leshrac, isn't it?
Right. And Earth
And then
Spike,
Earth Spike
is Lion, right?
Yep.
There's so many Earth S.
All right, we do
Or
have the
S-Earth.
dot pause today, so let's go ahead and go into the teams on Team Radiant. Is that question mark, or is Dire's the question mark, right? The question markers.
Yes, that was a question mark.
On Team Radiant, we are going to have Chubby playing our Ogre McGee. Pegasus on the Slardar. Our disconnected Flubba Dub Dub will be on our Troll Warlord. Fancy Pants will be playing our Spirit Breaker today. And Axosh is on the Witch Doctor.
Alright, over on to the Dire side, we have Look at Your Map playing Underlord. Don't Make Me Laugh for Maya playing Mirana. Master Debated playing the Lone Druid. Chilled on the Crystal Maiden, quite fitting for his name. And Pogo on Elder Titan.
Alright.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to how the lanes turn out. I'm going to be assuming that Flub is going to be taking maybe the Troll Warlord. That we're going to be seeing a safe lane Slardar here by Pegasus, and we're going to see obviously the Ogre and the Witch Doctor supporting with Spirit Breaker off laning. I kind of like this. Like, I know MVP Phoenix when they were a thing. During TI, Bebby? No, it was QO. Played some carry Slardars, and he got like insanely fast, like Blink into Heart, and then just completely dominated the game. So
He was unkillable.
maybe they could do something similar. Yeah, Unkillable just goes in and out, insanely high mobility, right? Unstoppable. Like, it's definitely a character that needs momentum. It's a character that if you don't get momentum as a carry, you're gonna fall behind because you're just not a very good late game carry, right? You can be a late game core, but not a carry. But I mean, Troll Warlord is here to support that. But they do have to watch out because I mean their team is quite susceptible to getting kited, and I would have to say the Dire team is actually quite insanely good at kiting with Crystal Maiden, Underlord, and Under the other Titan doing it with Mirana and Lone Druid just doing damage from the back. So definitely a game they need to look into finishing early. Yeah, and here we see him doing the scouting with the bear here. Maybe even like, he could went for the rune steal if there wasn't 3 people there. He could just like go there and like try to play the right click war for the rune against Flub. So actually, the Radiant bottom rune got stolen by Dire because Underlord picked that up. So Slardar is going to be missing out on that bounty rune. Well played by them. They just laid down the Petal Malice and then Crystal Maiden, and Underlord walked in and Slardar just said it wasn't worth it
Yeah.
and backed off.
Pretty good plays. So they're running an aggro try. It's quite interesting. Master Debater not having the easiest time here.
No,
I mean, he's really not going to have that much of a problem.
So, yeah, Slardar is going to have a little problem farming. The Witch Doctor makes his way bottom to help him out a little bit, but it's definitely not going to be enough. Witch Doctor can't really do much against a tri-lane. And Slardar doesn't... I mean, it's a Slardar I feel like is a character that kind of requires to have a lot of support because he is not very good at last hitting by himself. Because he's a melee character without a lot of armor or any kind of way to sustain himself.
Yeah, in the early game, he doesn't hit for that much. 56, not very much for a melee hero.
No, definitely not. And he's getting harassed a lot already. I would like to actually have seen Chilled go and take a jungle camp start of the game. Like he could have even just went here, like without going too far away, and staying safe for even here, these 2 camps, and he could have gotten his level 2 really early. Because he's missing out a lot of Arcane Aura mana that he could be supporting his team with if he did get to level 2.
Oh, Flub taking a lot of damage here in the mid. He pops his Fairy Fire.
Oh,
He's gonna
nice
get hit by the arrow. Now Don't Make Me Laugh is on the run from Chuby. Chuby, oh, he pops his own Fairy Fire. Chuby does not have the mana. He does not have the speed either. Mirana will get away with this one and immediately goes and shrines up. Very unfortunate death.
Very well played by Maya, actually. He saved his arrow until Flub made his way onto the stairs, where he can't juke in like any direction except sideways, and he just like threw the arrow like right in the middle where he can juke and not. So it was basically a guaranteed arrow. So very good like patience from Maya, just kind of baiting Flub into an impossible situation. So it looks like we're just kind of letting Slardar fall behind and farm slightly. Although, he is doing a decent job lasting under the tower. So they're going to be focusing, I'm assuming, more on shutting down this Lone Druid and shutting down the Mirana. But Flub is having such a difficult time against this. Oh, no, Flub, no!
Oh,
I thought
that was close.
hit.
Champions bottom tower.
I thought it was just walking straight.
Oh, Slardar is getting caught up in the pit. Shield is out in front as well. Just hitting into him. He's completely trapped. There's no rotations from any supports right now, and he's now trapped in the trees.
Just kind of gives up there. I like to at least see him go for the crush there. He could have even tried to kind of juke around. He had the Quelling Blade, but he didn't actually juke any trees, so he could have made that situation a lot harder for the enemy team by using the stun, because he could use a stun around the Fog of War around the trees and kept cutting trees. And then he could have bought enough time for him to heal himself up to full health, and maybe even get a kill out of it.
It's okay.
Yeah, we definitely need to see these supports making some kind of impact here, because we see these supports kind of roaming around but getting nothing done, and both the safe lane and the mid lane is losing.
And looking at the Underlord, he has 1.9 mana regen. So
charge mid.
Oh, it's gonna hit onto Mirana. Oh, just a leap away, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Underlord, his one single point, that 1 mana regen from Crystal Maiden more than doubles his regen.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and then just with 1 point Arcane Aura,
Rotations
and I'm
mid.
assuming he's going to start leveling
Oh,
down
poor
to
Flub. See, that's what your support's got to do. Fancy Pants is going in. He does a lot of damage to Shield, but he has to get out.
Yeah. Like this is the problem we're talking about. I mean, it's unfortunate because defense fans did charge Maya there. He could have killed him. Oh, the coconut! No. Unfortunate. But yeah, this is you just see how more effective these supports are on the dire side. You know, they've been they have won the their off lane for the Underlord and shut down the Stardark.
Won the mid lane as well with rotations.
Yeah. Exactly. So and then we see basically, you know, the Radiant side not being able to, the supports like being kind of reactive and doing these kind of half-ass ganks, like not getting anywhere. Okay, so they're going after this Underlord now. We'll see if they can get anything done, but he's a very tanky hero with already a point after Fiora. Oh, he misses on all the
gonna miss, and he gets hit again by the pit. That's one of those changes that not a lot of people have fully committed to muscle memory, is get out of the pit, because it will get you again. Oh, now Slardar's rooted up.
Yeah.
Nice, fine though.
But
He'll
no
get
pit,
out, but
so.
But his regen is taking a massive hit here.
Yeah. I just don't know what Chibi is doing with his Ogre Magi top lane. He isn't denying Lone Druid's farm at all. You know, he isn't making an impact on the map. I would like to see the.
You know what's really weird in our broadcast channel view, we don't see the runes on the map. This regen's here, but it's not displaying on the mini map.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can see it, but yeah, I mean, it looks like that's a bug they just haven't fixed. I'm assuming we can't see the bounty. Yeah, we can't see the bounty runes either. Interesting.
Oh, Maya's coming in onto Chubi.
Chubi.
Chubi is so dead.
Easy kill.
And now Fancy Pants is in trouble too. There goes a Star Storm. It's gonna hit on him. More than enough.
Double kill.
Yeah, he didn't have enough mana to
Now
charge
Pegasus.
away. Man, this
This
is
is a
a disaster.
disaster,
Everywhere.
yeah.
I would really like to see the supports of Radiant group up, communicate with each other, and gank together. Maybe buy a smoke, go to mid, go to bot, and ward up a little bit more because there's only one war on the map.
Something better help Dire's middle tower. Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Flub is getting chased by Maya. He's just really scared.
Fancy Pants is
There's an
charging in.
arrow.
He's going so deep. He does cancel. Very good plan there. That cancel. Now Master Debater, he's just free to do whatever he wants in this lane.
Yeah, like, this is a problem with how Radiant support's been doing anything. They've been just really predictable. I mean, they haven't smoked, they haven't, you know, like went from the fog and ganked. They just kind of walked right into the lane, hit creeps, and then just kind of walk at the enemy. Hopefully, they stay still and gank. Right, and we see like Chilled and Pogo doing this, completely staying in the shadows, and now they're coming out. They're completely screwed.
Pegasus in a lot of trouble again. No. Oh, Underlord's probably gonna go down here.
Yeah.
He got maledicted.
For sure.
He will go.
Oh,
he
and
will
then
die to the
Pegasus
Hellfire.
going against Pogo. He's going to die to. Wow, never mind.
Oh,
This
but
tap
Chilled has
turned out to be
mana.
Really good.
Oh, Chilled just leveled up his Frostbite. And that should be more than
so
enough.
More or less that's it.
Double kill.
Okay, so that was a 2 for 2, and supports end up getting the double kills there. We see Chill getting charged, but I doubt this is going to complete, considering he is actually going through so much. Yeah, that's a little bit too deep.
Oh, Flub going on
It
a
looks like
Master
Master
Debater,
Debater's
but look how
dying here.
fast he is.
Yeah, but he's dead still to Maledict.
Maledict. But now Flub's in some trouble. Pit of Malice hits him twice, unfortunately. He walked out, walked back in. Flub will go down. Axosh, now the one on the run. Very nice job. Oh, he's just gonna eat that arrow. Fancy Pants coming in. Now Fancy Pants is in trouble. Just one by one, the train cometh.
Here's the Astral Spirit. He has 2 seconds left on the charge. He can attempt to charge it right now.
Oh, what a nice!
nice by
but
Chilled.
Chilled is gonna be able to just stop it in its tracks.
Yeah, that was a hopeful charge.
Selfish.
Yeah, this isn't looking great for the Radiant, but still, Still, the Radiant has a lot stronger of a mid game, so if they do decide to group up and start pushing towers, they might have a chance actually.
They have vision on Shield. Charge going in on him. He is going very far away from his teammates. He's going to ward. Axosh, go get in position, help.
Yeah, Pegasus can go in right now too. That'll be a free kill. Pegasus is making his rotation too.
Oh, Shield
Yeah, there you
goes
go.
high ground just long enough to find them. They are going to use
Yeah,
the moonlight.
But there's a
Ew.
corrosive armor, corrosive haze, so
Flub
no
going to be
getting
the
away. And
target.
it's a 4-time.
4 mid, going on Flub. Pit of Malice hits once, but no arrow follow-up.
It looks like they're probably going to look to push this in response.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Looks like there's no rotations coming in. Looks like they're gonna forfeit the mid tower. Actually, here comes Spirit Breaker, where he gets frozen actually in the river by Chilled, so he's going to be late on arrival.
And that's going to give Dire more than enough time to just back up, disengage,
Yep.
wait for another chance.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
Ooh, Flub unfortunately eats an arrow. Maya goes in, he's going to get the double starfall.
Solo.
Here's the Death Ward though.
Nice.
Immediately, Lone Druid goes down. Now Maya in some trouble. The ultimate, that Charge of Darkness, or the, sorry, the Nether Strike. Nether Strike. Will hit and explode him.
You're very well done. I mean, at least we've been seeing Witch Doctor make some plays here. He's been picking up a lot of kills with that value single point Maledict. He actually has a decent bit of money.
I think Maledict is an extremely underrated skill. Unfortunately, it's got a very short cast range, but it is so powerful.
Yeah, but it's one of those skills that are like.
Flub's gonna go up on the shield now. Immediately, Pit of Malice goes down and catches Flub. He's gonna get
the arrow.
He's gonna get arrowed. Pit of Malice. He's gonna get frostbite. He's not moving. He is staying exactly where. That's the easiest arrow setup I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, so like, ability like Maledict is like kind of like Battle Bonds, which are like has like the insane upsides where it's just like too good at some situations, and sometimes it literally does nothing, right? So it's definitely one of those like very situational skills that if you are very good at using it, you can like skilled players can make the most out of it
Radiant's
for sure.
bottom tower is no more.
It's kind of like a veil on crack.
Shadows.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you require some kind of follow up, but when they do it, the follow up is insanely strong. There comes the arrow, extra wind trials. Oh my god! I feel like he didn't mean to dodge that, but he did.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
A soldier's fortune.
I would like to see Radiant actually group up here, or a group up to take towers. I mean, I think trading towers for them right now is a really good idea.
Just dodge fights.
Yeah, dodge fights and trade towers and get some of their core items. You know, get this armlet finished on Slardar, get whatever troll needs finished.
Oh, Pegasus goes in. He goes down
charging.
immediately. Fancy Pants is charging as well, but he's not gonna make it out of here. He's got the pit in front of him. Oh, the Earth Splitter is gonna hit, and very nice. Here comes the Maledict into that very nice
Shield
Death Ward.
definitely
Shield
dead.
is gonna go down. He does get slept, but did a very good job.
I don't know if they want to go out here.
Master
they
Jabata is
decide to
immediately gonna find
jump out.
Axosh.
Yeah.
And Maya's here as well. Oh, but they've got the coconut. Axosh is making his way out of here. He is actually
That's
gonna live.
great coconut.
Now
oh my
Flub is
god.
going in. But he's got the bear. They're delaying them at least a little bit.
Dire's bottom tower.
And only thing I want out of the Lone Druid, I wish they change his auto attacks. It just looks so awkward. Like he just like magically generates a floating glowing axe from out his hand. It flies sideways to the enemies.
Yeah, I think something's wrong with my observer right now. I can't go into that that front view of heroes, and I can't see what's on the shop. Flub immediately
Flub
gonna
is
get
getting
Malice,
killed,
gonna get rooted, then rooted again.
Fancy Pants is coming in. Oh my god, that root. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. He survives.
For now, he's gonna get rooted again.
Oh my god. Fancy Pants. That's just CC'd literally for days.
You know, I didn't notice, yeah, Radiant, oh, there's another Death Ward. That was up quickly, a very nice pick off Axosh. Getting those where they need to be.
Exosh is currently the top leader in net worth for Radiant.
Oh my goodness.
Because he has picked up so many kills.
Children on the run.
He got slowed
Got
up.
vision.
Oh, he's
Oh,
taking
but
so
they're going
much
too far.
damage.
Pegasus is here. Here comes, here comes Mirana. Earth Splitter coming out. Flub is just gonna run. Moonlight Shadows used. They're all coming in. They have this. Oh,
no,
it's not
the
in range. He's
arrows.
gonna miss all of the fountain now. Flub will go down. Chubby's gotta leave.
Man, these arrows from Maya has been so on point. They've
So
landed
Dire,
so many times.
Radiant is Team Bash. Dire's Team Root.
Yep.
They've got Pit. They've got Lone Druid, and they've got
Frostbite.
Frostbite.
Yeah, and they have like sleep, which kind of feels like it. Yeah, just like an insane amount of AOE CC, just way to kite the enemies. Like it's just a really actually great draft against the Dire's kind of in-your-face strat. They just can't commit, like, and they can never get out. Once they commit, they have to stay in because there's so much CC on the Dire side. Yeah, I really need to see Radiant start kind of dodging fights and start trading towers and taking towers right now as a group. Because Slaughter needs to finish his armlet. Flub needs to get some kind of core item. They need at least one item to be able to do something.
Shubi almost
Maya's
gets
gonna
hit
get
up by an
caught
arrow.
on.
Oh, rooted again. Frostbite. There goes the Pit of Malice. He's absolutely stuck, unmoving. Coconut's bouncing around though. That was a pretty good coconut. Doesn't manage to save him. Here comes the charge onto Maya. Is gonna hit him.
Oh,
Immediately
there's
ults.
so much damage.
Oh, but the
the Savage
spear is
War.
there. Maxosh is here, but he already used his Death Ward. Nobody's gone down on the Dire. Pogo on the run. No, he's gonna use his Earth Splitter and going aggressively. Chilled Wind. Here he goes, trying to get that Frostbite. Pit of Malice roots two up
Dies
again.
in the fountain.
That must have been from a Maledict ticking. Chilled
Yep.
throws his ultimate down. Pegasus in a lot of trouble. A nice sleep is going to keep him in place long enough to go down. Axosh on the run. Now Flub is all by himself. Going on Chilled. No, sorry, he does have Chubby. It's back.
Dark Rift is going to go off, and yeah, everyone's going to get out safe.
Easy disengage. Sorry, I didn't realize I had muted myself at the end there. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, but during that fight, like Lone Druid got Maledict to them, took a huge amount of damage, got saved by the mechanism from Underlord, and he TP'd out immediately, but the Maledict ticks were so strong at that point, he took like 400 damage from the last tick and just died.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Now here on the .p Wednesday in-house is one thing we talk about a lot is Han, and the Witch Doctor character in Han was called I can't remember now, but Voodoo Jester, I think.
Sounds about right.
And his Maledict was like an AA ult. You could not heal during it.
Oh, jeez.
It was incredible. Flub is out farming. He's going to get caught up right now. There's the Pit of Malice. Here comes the Stomp. No, Stomp is a little late. He's going to be able to just walk away, but here comes the bear.
Oh, no. Can he get a root?
Can he get a root? I don't think it matters. I think,
Yeah, he's going to get right-clicked.
yeah.
He just moves so fast, you just can't run from him.
And even if he didn't... Oh, Maya? Oh, what a root. No, won't be able to live. Oh, he died. He denied himself to the neutral, actually. Fighting the Jungler once again. A Pit of Malice is going to set up a kill.
Oh.
Stun right into Chubby's face. Oh, this is getting kind of difficult to watch.
Yeah, at this point, I think the game is. I mean, never say never, but you know, I don't think like with the draft that the Radiant have drafted at this point, they can't win. They literally can't fight into them. Like Mirana has an Aegon Scepter, and Slar doesn't even have an armlet. Like he would jump in and just die to Mirana's like passive Starstorms.
Dire's draft
And
is just
only,
too
like,
meta.
Yeah. And speaking of oh god, he lands another arrow.
Flub goes down. Pegasus as well in some trouble. No, the Hellfire will wake him up. Fancy Pants manages to get out. Now they're just gonna sit sad and helpless while another tier, or while another tower goes down.
Speaking of like mana regeneration, Underlord actually has a +2 mana regen talent at level 10. That's actually pretty insane. With CM Aura, he actually has 7.2 mana regen per second. So he actually never has to like, he can cast all of his spells basically off cooldown.
That is a crazy amount of regen.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know he had the +2 mana regen. That's really, really good.
On a character like him, that's better than a Void Stone.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he has like low intelligence, so the Void Stone doesn't do much. Actually, he has decent intelligence scaling. He has 46 intelligence right now.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Looks like Ice Frog did, you know, create him with the mind of just being able to cast his Firestorm.
Yeah. That's really his purpose in these games, is just spam that on the wave, everything goes under tower, you have to last hit under tower now. I have Pit of Malice, you can't go get last hits.
Yeah, well, I guess a free kill on the Ogre Magi and then just uses his ultimate to get away from Fancy Pants.
Buyback, they're trying. Oh, Flub once again gets tagged by the Pit of Malice, gets frostbitten up again. This has to be so frustrating.
Shield is just going
She
TP out.
just TP's out. This is.
Monster kill. Own it.
Oh, and meanwhile, Maya gets revenge.
Ah. Alright, Dire's pinging out the Roche. They're gonna go take that. Take this last tier 2. Take some shrines probably, then maybe Roche the last shrine and go for this high ground. What can Radiant stop them? What can Radiant do? Is there some miracle high ground defense with a beautiful death ward? He's not too far off from his Ags.
I mean, if they can manage to catch a bunch of them into a proper Slithering Crush, like a multi-man Slithering Crush, but he doesn't have Blink Dagger, so I just don't know how he's gonna pull it off. I mean, into like a multi-man Maledict, into a good Witch Doctor ulti followed by, you know, Troll Warlord ultiing and them getting just a million bashes. And that could happen, but that really requires Blink Daggers on Slardar, that requires, you know, that like Dire somehow clump up that badly. I say they only got like maybe a 0.5% chance of winning this, half percentage.
You know who would be a good hero to kind of deal with this root problem? Is an Earthshaker with an Axe.
Can you
fancy?
Can jump around?
Yes, you can. You can jump out of roots. Go figure that out.
Character that can do
Explain that to me.
They're gonna push top.
Yeah, that's crazy. He must be the only character left that can do that, right?
Ember Spirit can.
Yeah, but
can
Ember Spirit is
remnant
actually like
out.
a teleport, right? But
Not
like,
really.
First is literally
I
a
don't know.
mobility type of thing.
Can Nature's Prophet teleport out of it?
Yes, he can.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
But I mean, Storm Spirit can't ball out of it.
No, because that's not a teleport. That's like a movement, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, come on. It's so inconsistent.
Yeah, it's hard to, you know, like justify which ones are like movement options and
Yeah.
which one are teleportation.
Like an anti-mage or Quap Blink is literally them immaterializing from their
Yep,
location
yep.
and materializing.
true.
Oh,
That's
another
quite-
Pit of Malice here onto the bottom or top tower.
Oh my
Right
god,
into
the
a
damage.
frostbite. Shield Wind is immediately going to get ulted up from Fancy Pants, and he is going to go down, but Fancy Pants faces his life. Pegasus on the run, immediately a stun into Witch Doctor is aggressively TPing. The roots, it's just too much.
Yeah, I just
And here's
roots and
more.
yeah, they get rooted and they just take a million magic damage.
Pegasus does get in and get a follow-up kill. He's getting something out of it. He's pretty close to his Blink Dagger. If he can manage to not die here, they're going to have to give up a set of racks. But if he can get some more people, maybe repel, not get slept and not get pit. Oh, he killed. Good thing he killed that Underlord. All of the rooters are gone now. He's hitting hard. He says, "I don't think so, Bear. You're nothing to me, Bear."
The bear actually has pretty low armor without items, so like just corrosive haze is enough to be able to do massive amount of physical damage to him.
Okay, so all his money's gone. He bought out for. What is he getting?
Blink Dagger, Slardar got Blink Dagger.
Nice.
Oh, I'm clicked on Spirit Breaker. Yes, he got the blink
Oh
up.
no! Oh, he blinked and corrosive haze instead of slithering crushing. He wanted to get the max damage off the armor reduction and then into slithering crush, but that just gives the Javated enough time to react to him.
Yeah,
you
that-
always want to blink and stun and then corrosive haze.
Yeah, you can imagine that this
This'll come in handy.
that the Spirit Breaker will just have a finger over fear at all times, if in case he gets
Yeah.
gone on.
Yeah, and you also it kind of puts another restraint, right? You have to stun both the characters at the same time, because otherwise, as long as one character is not stunned, the other character can stab your. Like that's what makes the character so insane and so safe. Even CC isn't good against him. Oh man, because they didn't have enough roots. Chilled actually has a run of Vatos.
Shield is
gone on.
actually going to
He's
get
so
gone
dead.
on. They've got everything they need. They saw him place that ward too. They know it's here.
Yeah, that ward was not worth it. But yeah, he has a rod of Atos on the bright side.
I suspect we're going to see some more heroes building that as well. It seems
Yeah.
too intentional for them to have this many roots. To not be doing it on purpose.
It's just actually insanely good against anything. Like what does Slardar, Troll, and Spirit Breaker do against it?
Tower is under attack.
Absolutely nothing. Oh, and the arrow land, another one by
Oh,
Maya.
it's a Chubi, and he's got his E-Blade.
Like a fine crater.
Yeah. Oh, he's so rich. He is so rich. He's 15k net worth. He has double the first place in the Radiant.
I think they
Pace is
should have
falling
got.
at 8k.
I think they should have picked up Tree instead of this Elder Titan.
Yeah, they could have. I think Elder has been working so well. But I mean, Tree would be a lot more thematic. Oh, look at Maya doing so
Maya's
much
coming in.
damage.
Gets another kill, but he's stuck in the front right now.
Oh, it's not
Stunned
worth it
up.
if he
There it
dies.
is.
Oh, he has Aegis.
But he's got the Aegis. They commit all that just to get him, and he's got the Aegis. Look, here comes the root. Here comes the root. Pegasus, you're still rooted.
Death
Pegasus
ward.
still rooted.
There's a
Death
huge
ward is
death
going
ward.
out. But that did almost no damage.
Darkcraft gets
Running in.
cancelled.
Flood. Now we go. Flood's going on to Maya, but he's rooted up. Axosh is trying to get some damage out. He gets stunned
Oh, and the
rooted
arrow.
into a stun.
Rampage.
Now here comes a stomp. He's rooted. Oh my goodness.
Goodness sake, Maya. Maya is so good this game. He landed. I think I've seen him land more arrows than miss. That is insane.
Radiant's middle barracks victory.
So I don't think there's
Landslide victory.
much we need to say here. Outdraft, outplay,
Outdraft
outdraft
and-
into pressing that advantage.
Yeah, it was all the support's job in the early game, like, securing the early game, and that was the most important phase of the game for the Radiant team. And the Witch Doctor and Ogre Magi's rotations were all pretty awful. And meanwhile, on the other side, the Elder Titan and Crystal Maiden just did phenomenal job of winning both the off lane and the mid lane.
All right, everyone. That was game number 2, lobby number 2, week 3. .p Wednesday Inhouse is brought to you by Wivrex and GolgiApp. We'll see you guys for game 3.